about environment. National Green Tribunal. Take down the heading National Green Tribunal. If you are preparing for environment, you have to discuss National Green Tribunal. Very important for exam. Listen. Often, at least every week, you will be seeing in the newspaper, Green Tribunal have asked to pay compensation for the damage in the Yamuna river, or Green Tribunal have issued notices to Amravati. Every now and then you will be listening news. What is a tribunal? A tribunal is a quasi-judicial body. National Green Tribunal was constituted regarding environmental protection. Tribunal is like a court. It is not a strict court, but it acts like a court. Here in India we have environmental courts, but later on under NGT Act we have passed an act called National Green Tribunal Act. Under NGT Act, National Green Tribunal was constituted. NGT Act was passed in 2010. Green Tribunal was constituted in 2010. First of all, you should remember, National Green Tribunal was constituted in 2010. Do we have such tribunals worldwide? Before India started established National Green Tribunal, in Australia and New Zealand similar tribunals existed. In Australia and New Zealand similar tribunals existed. This is National Green Tribunal, Australia and New Zealand. In India also National Green Tribunal was constituted. National Green Tribunal was constituted for expeditious adjudication. What is expeditious adjudication? Speedy justice. National Green Tribunal is mandated to dispose of cases within 6 months. Dispose of environmental related cases within 6 months. It has to dispose a case within 6 months. You know why? Generally, if you file a case in the civil court and other courts, sometimes the case will go years together. So, it is a great loss to the environment. For that reason, National Green Tribunal was expected to solve the issue within 6 months. Okay. And National Green Tribunal need not strictly follow civil procedure code, need not follow strictly the law. It can also follow the principles of natural justice. It can also follow the principles of natural justice. For example, in environmental justice, there is a word called polluter pays. Polluter-P-A-Y-S. Polluter pays means whoever contaminates the environment should pay. Polluter pays means whoever contaminates the environment should pay for it. That is called polluter pays principle. NGT can follow this principle. In no rule book the principle is properly laid down, but NGT can adopt this principle, can follow. For example, X, a construction company, have damaged some area or some environmental contamination. Then the Green Tribunal can ask the company to pay for the pollution. So, this is called polluter pays. Polluter has to compensate, polluter has to pay. This is called polluter pays principle, which comes under environmental justice, environmental natural justice. And coming to National Green Tribunal, National Green Tribunal acts like a fast track court, speedy court. The headquarters of National Green Tribunal is located in Delhi. New Delhi is the principal seat of sitting. New Delhi is the principal seat of sitting of National Green Tribunal. Apart from New Delhi, National Green Tribunal also established benches, also established courts, tribunals, Bhopal, Pune, Kolkata and Chennai. Bhopal, Pune, Kolkata and Chennai. 4 places apart from Delhi, Bhopal, Pune, Kolkata and Chennai, this was established. And National Green Tribunal deals with the cases relating to environmental protection, conservation of forests, cases relating to environmental protection, conservation of forests and other natural resources. National Green Tribunal is considered as an expertise, specialized body to deal with environmental issues. including multidisciplinary issues. Multidisciplinary, for example, water pollution and air pollution. So, there will be some multidisciplinary issues that also environmental tribunal, that is National Green Tribunal, will solve. So, this is the basic knowledge about National Green Tribunal. But if you have to answer a question in UPSC, they might give in one more mode. The jurisdiction of National Green Tribunal do not apply to the following acts. Which of the following top acts do not come under National Green Tribunal? Such question they may ask you in the exam. Which of the following acts do not come under National Green Tribunal? For example, Wildlife Conservation Act, will it come under National Green Tribunal? Yes or no? Forest Act 1927, Forest Act 1980. So, you cannot answer yes or no randomly, but you should know what acts come under National Green Tribunal, what acts do not come under National Green Tribunal. This is the question area where generally we will get confused. That I will give list now, take down. The National Green Tribunal has the power, the National Green Tribunal has the power to hear the cases relating to, number 1, the Water Act, the Water Act 1974, the Water Act 1974. Number 2, the Water Cess Act 1977, the Water Cess Act 1977. Number 3, the Forest Act 1980, the Forest Act 1980. Number 4, the Air Act 1981, the Air Act 1981. Number 5, the Environmental Protection Act 1986, the Environmental Protection Act 1986. Number 6, the Public Liability Insurance Act 1991, the Public Liability Insurance Act 1991, the Biodiversity Act 2002, the Biodiversity Act 2002. So, all these acts come under the jurisdiction of NGT. NGT can issue orders relating to these acts, but next para, but NGT has not been vested with the powers of, Wildlife Protection Act 1972. Understood now? Wildlife Protection Act 1972. NGT has not been vested with the powers to deal with the cases. Wildlife Protection Act 1972, Indian Forest Act 1927, Indian Forest Act 1927, and various laws enacted by the states relating to forests, tree preservations, etc. Okay. So, you can even file about these acts a PAL in the High Court or Supreme Court with respect to Wildlife Protection Act, etc. But Wildlife Protection Act and Forest Act 1927, Forest Act 1980 comes under NGT, Forest Act 1927 and Wildlife Protection Act and the laws made by the state for forest conservation and tree conservation do not come under NGT. If you understand this difference, it is easy to write answer. Air Act will come under NGT, Water Act will come under NGT, Environmental Protection Act comes under NGT, Biodiversity Act 2002 comes under NGT. Okay, so remember this. This is the basic difference. So there generally we go wrong. There generally we go wrong. So you have to discuss, you have to read the entire issue like this. National Green Tribunal. Similarly, in India there are many mechanisms like Prevention of Cruelty towards Animals Act. For that we have Animal Welfare Board of India and we have Wildlife Crime Control Bureau. All these mechanisms and institutions we have to prepare in detail. We have Wildlife Control Bureau, Wildlife Crime Control Bureau, or Environmental Protection Act, what are the institutions that were constituted under it, or Prevention of Cruelty towards Animals Act, Animal Welfare Board of India, all these things that we will discuss in detail. This is how you have to prepare. Okay. Example, I have given National Green Tribunal. Coming